Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the IMSTA FESTA online event. My name is Robin, also known as Krause. I'm a producer and content creator here in Germany, so excuse my German accent. And in this episode, I want to go more into depth into three of the most popular amps by Kuassa, which is the Matchlock, that's more inspired by the Fender amps. Then we have the Cerberus, which is a bass amp, and the Clarent, which is more inspired by the Orange amps. So first, I will give you a quick impression, a quick demonstration of all the three amps, and then I will go more into depth. So let's hear the Matchlock first, which is Fender inspired, and it's more suitable for let's say old school rock type things, and also funk, R&B, and the British original rock and roll sound. Let's hear it. So that was the Matchlock, very warm, thick sound. Then let's hear the Clarent, which is inspired from the Orange amps, which really have a strong top end and a strong distortion. So it's more suitable for rock and punk and more hard stuff. So let's hear that. Yeah, and now we've got the Cerberus bass amp. And yeah, they have three amps. Cerberus got three amps. One is very distorted. One is more subtle, more natural sounding. So I'm gonna go with the more natural sound for now. Yeah, really like the thickness of that bass amp. So let's talk about the amps more in depth. What you hear a lot from people who use these amps is that they have a really clear sound, and also that the top end is not harsh and not it doesn't sound like there's a white noise. So let's check if this is true. Let's use the Clarent for that, because it has that good top end. Let's see if it's harsh, if it has a white noise in the top end, like many other competitors have. So let's hear just the amp without the cap, because I think that really makes the amp so natural and so so good sounding with the caps on. Yeah, and that was without the cap. So there is a lot of top end, but I really think it doesn't sound harsh. It's you can really hear the transistor, and it really sounds very natural to me, just like a real amp. And let's again hear it with the cap. Very pleasant to the ear, very nice top end in my opinion. And what you also hear a lot is that the Kuassa amps, they tend to feel and sound like real amps. So as I said, they are very natural. So let's again check this on the amps. What I really love is the look of the Clarent, for example. It really looks like a real amp. Most of the time, you with other competitors, you have units that don't look like real amps, and this is what I really like about that. And you can actually, yeah, never mind. So yeah, that's what I really like about that. It really looks like a real amp, and also the knobs feel, from the responsiveness, like real amps. So also, if you used real amps in the past, you will directly know how to use the plugins. That's, I think, very very big point, because there are no unrealistic knobs or so, and yeah, that's really nice to use. So let's check another amp. Let's check the Matchlock. Also here with with just the look, it's just very pleasant to me. Also very straightforward, no like fancy stuff on them, just like real amps, right? They don't have like tabs where you can dive in, which really sometimes is nice to have, but this really feels like real amp to me. Also, what makes it realistic is, of course, the cabinets, right? So let's make a comparison with and without the cabinets. So that's without the cabinet. Makes a big difference, right? Also, of course, because of the 3D placement of the mic. Yeah, so it really feels very natural to me to use them. And what I also have to mention, or let's also go to that. That's another point. Let's also go to the bass amp and check the more distorted bass amp. Because as I said, the Cerberus, it comes with 3 different amps, and one of them is actually a very distorted one. So and there you can really feel the nice top end, and it really sounds very natural. Yeah, you can really feel the high end, and also with the Fat, it's very mid-rangey. Yeah, pretty good. So actually on the Matchlock and the Clarent, they have that 3rd generation tube modeling. So that really makes a difference concerning dynamics and responsiveness. They really perfected that point. So what does that mean when playing this? Through the better dynamics, you will also have a more realistic sounding amp, because you don't have like the full amplification or the full drive every time you play, you give a signal. So you have a wide range, a big dynamic of the sound, and that also makes the amp very responsive on every signal you will give. And this is a big point on sounding natural, in my opinion. So I think this is something that a lot of competitors actually don't do that good, because Kuassa really perfected their tube modeling. It's the 3rd generation, so keep that in mind. Yeah, so let's actually have a look into the amps and effects, because what I want also to tell you is that all these amps and effects and utilities, they are all A360 compatible. What does that mean? That means that if you, for example, buy the Vermilion amp, which has 3 amps in it, and also some delays, and then you also buy, let's say, the Matchlock, you can combine the Matchlock with the reverbs from the Vermilion and vice versa. And all the cabs that you get, you can all combine everything, stack everything, and you can create unique sounds with this method. So you can also combine different amps to get to the sound that you're looking for, which sounds a bit crazy, but you could do that. Yeah, so everything's compatible with each other, and the Amplification 360 is the playground to do that. So let's actually combine some modules so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So for example, I've got the Matchlock A amp, and now I want a compressor. So I've got that compressor right here. Now I want to have a cabinet. I could go completely crazy and get like a bass cabinet for that. Or let's say Metal US, which is typically not combined with the Matchlock, right? Then let's go to the modulation, and we also have some effects. So let's just put a chorus on it. Yeah, that's what I mean with you can combine everything. All right. Let me get, yeah, that was the one I had, and I had the room reverb on. All right. Also what they really perfected and actually pioneered. So Kuassa were one of the first that had these 3D interface of these mics, and it's a dual mic interface. So you can do pretty much on sound design with this technique, because you can actually move around your microphones and manipulate the sound, and you can choose from different mics and combine these the way you want to. So you've got your mix between mic A on the left side and mic B on the right side. So let's put another mic in here. Another cabinet, I mean. Let's use standard British and a ribbon mic. And now let's hear something and move around the mics. So you can go from a bright tone to thick, warm tone, and you can also go let more room into it by just moving it out. And as I said, of course, you can also combine them in different ways. Yeah, so let's hear that one on another. Let's hear that on the bass, actually. I think that is also very interesting. Let's move around the mic on the bass. So again, very interesting to play around with how much room is in there. Yeah, guys. And I guess that's really it. I'm gonna show you some more samples in a second, some more music. But I first want to end this video by saying thanks for watching. I really like the amps for the wide range. They you can play rock ballads, you can play R&B, you can go heavy metal, and play lots of different bass styles. I think they're very versatile in their range, and as I said, very very natural feeling on the amps, which I appreciate, and very natural sound, and very easy to use for people who a little bit know how to use amps. Also with the cabinets, I think that's a very very good to have, because yeah, as I said, you can always move around and manipulate your sound. I think also the cabinets, they sound very good. Yeah, that was the 3 amps from Kuassa. Hope you liked it. Again, thanks for watching, and I will now play some music for you guys. Some more samples. Also ones that you didn't hear. So here's more a ballad style on the Matchlock.